So I'm going to start out with the oldest song that I do, which was written by Stephen Foster, published in the 1850s, called Hard Times Come Again No More, which we hope will be the situation around these days. Let us pause amidst life's pleasures and count its many tears, while we all sup sorrow with the poor. There's a song that will linger forever in our ears. Oh, hard times come again no more. Though we seek mirth and beauty and music bright and gay, there are frail forms fainting at the door. Though their voices are silent, their pleading looks do say, oh, hard times come again no more. 'Tis a song, a sigh of the weary. Hard times come again no more. Many days you have lingered around my cabin door. Oh, hard times come again no more. There's a frail drooping maiden who toils her life away with a worn heart whose better days are o'er. Though her voice could be merry, 'tis sighing all the day. Oh, hard times come again no more. 'Tis a song, a sigh of the weary. Hard times come again no more. Many days you have lingered around my cabin door. Oh, hard times come again no more. There's a sigh that is wafted across the troubled wave. There's a wail that is heard upon the shore. There's a dirge that is murmured around the lowly grave. Oh, hard times come again no more. 'Tis a song, a sigh of the weary. Hard times come again no more. Many days you have lingered around my cabin door. Oh, hard times come again no more. Oh, hard times come again no more. Thank you. I'm going to go do a more positive song I wrote a little while ago, called Good Things. Good things are happening every day, all the time. You don't have to worry about anything. You just have to open your mind. Good things are happening every day, all the time. You don't have to worry about anything. You just have to open your eyes. And if the day gets long waiting for the end to come. You can sing this song and be happy till the day is done. It's my big lead. Good things are happening every day, all the time. You don't have to worry about anything. You just have to open your mind. Yeah, you just need a little reminder. You just have to open your eyes. Oh. Thank you. And from the sort of the lightest song I do, that's sort of the heaviest song, even though it's not really that heavy maybe, I was thinking about love as the glue that holds us together, not as only as people, but as animals, as the whole world. Under a stone, inside of a wall, under the surface, love finds us all. Deep in the night, in this bright of the day, under the surface, love makes its way. And wonder of wonders, everything changes. When anything changes, it's to wonder of wonders. Nothing and everything dance by the light of the moon. Love finds us all. Love blinds us all. But under the surface, love binds us all. Deep in the night, or in the bright of the day, under the surface, love makes its way. And love finds us all. Love blinds us all. But under the surface, love binds us all. Thank you. Thank you. Now, many years ago, I used to sell some books here, and when there was a whole bunch of vendors around and stuff, and I was a Johnny-come-lately to Sweetwater Farm, so I didn't get to pick out the primo sites and stuff. In fact, they put me over here on this side, and it seemed like everybody, it was a good crowd, and everybody was all having fun and stuff, but nobody came over to this side, because where I was selling stuff, you know, they were all buying all this other stuff. So I was sitting there and made up this song, Come On Over to the Other Side, which sort of has a wider implications than just my predicament at that time, but still, we'll try it out here. Come on over to the other side. There was nothing that we have to hide. You can take yourself a look and a seat. You can even stop and talk with me. Well, there is nothing much you have to do. Just take a step and then a step or two. It's just not so very far away. You could even be right here today. Then you know I need you, and I know you need me. We are just another other that's trying to be. We could meet someday in the sweet by and by, but till then there is no need to sit alone and cry. Come on over to the other side. There is nothing that we have to hide. You could take yourself a look in the sea. You could even stop and talk with me. Do a last song with this little. This is a Yamaha Guitarlele, by the way. It's a high-tuned guitar. It's got 6 strings. The top 4 strings are like a ukulele, like a tenor ukulele, but it's real handy. And for a couple of years, it was my main guitar. Anyway, I'm going to do a song by Willie Dixon. First recorded by Muddy Waters around 1960, that I learned from a blues band that I played with in Kentucky back in the 80s. It's a little bit different than the standard version, but still, it's a great song. As has been mentioned, sometimes the words are more important, sometimes the melody. But it's just basically just a minor blues, talking about universal stuff. What makes a man go crazy when a woman wears her dress so tight? What makes a man go crazy when a woman wears her dress so tight? Must be the same old thing to make a hound dog howl all night. So good when my baby puts her evening gown on. What makes me feel so good when my baby puts her evening gown on. Must be the same old thing that make a drunkard lays whiskey down. Must be the same thing. Must be the same thing. Must be the same. Tell me who's to blame. The whole world's talking about the same thing. Well, that one makes these boys wanna chase those women around. What makes us boys wanna chase those long-legged women around? Must be the same old thing, make a preacher lay his Bible down. Must be the same thing. Must be the same thing. Must be the same old thing. Well, tell me who's to blame. The whole world's talking about the same thing. Tell me who's to blame. The whole world's talking about the same thing. Thank you, thank you. I'm going to switch on over to my other guitar here. Plug and the replug. Thank you, Willie Dixon. Let's see if this works. Yeah. Coming through okay? What? That's just the. Let's see that low E on this. That's particularly on this song. Most songs just doesn't have that. Song by Fred Neil, a singer-songwriter from down Coconut Grove Way. Wrote this in the 60s and was appropriated by other folks to be his biggest hit. Everybody's talking, I can't hear a word they're saying. All I hear are the echoes in my mind. People stop and stare, but I can't see their faces. All I see are the shadows of their eyes. I'm going where the sun keeps shining through the pouring rain. Going where the weather suits my clothes. Banking off of a northeast wind, sailing on a summer breeze, skipping over the ocean like a stone. Everybody's talking, but I don't hear a word they're saying. All I hear are the echoes in my mind. But I won't let you leave my love behind. I won't let you leave my love behind. I won't let you leave my love behind. Let's see, I'm going to do that was a song that Fred Neil wrote. Apparently, this was his first recording session in New York City, and they'd gone on and on forever, getting perfect takes of things, and he was sick and tired of it. He wanted to get back to Florida, and they said, we need one more song. So he went back that night, and he wrote that song about wanting to go back to Florida and stuff, being sick in New York City. So, and of course it's got, the ocean and that sort of thing. He ended up doing things with dolphins, I believe. So I got a couple of more songs that are sort of Florida inspired or aquatically inspired anyway. This first song is the oldest song that I wrote, that I still do. Wrote many, many years ago. I was out at the beach and was watching egrets, great white, and probably great white herons actually, just in the shallow water, sort of going very slow and deliberately, and every once in a while they'd see some fish or something go, and I thought, and then eventually they'd fly off, very gracefully. And I think, wow, what a life, If I'm going to come back as something, maybe I could come back as an egret. So, I was thinking of reincarnation, and you're supposedly maybe you go up for better and better things, and of course people like to think, well, we're the top, until you get to some sort of gods or something, we're the best there is. But maybe the best there is being a bird like an egret, to just have that freedom. So maybe we'll come back. Let me tell you about the egret. She is now, as we will all be someday. She keeps her balance that's her secret. She spreads her wings, and when you look, she's gone away. But down, down, down this road a while, the rain will come and it'll wash our tears away. Down, down this road a while, we'll turn around. When we look, we will be saved. Let me tell you about the Egret. She is now, as we will all be someday. She keeps her head up, that's her secret. She spreads her wings, and when you look, she's gone away. She spreads her wings, and when you look, she's gone away. Thank you. Thank you. This next song started out as this riff. Eventually I figured out that it had some sort of a, sounded like a wailing song, so I wrote this wailing song to it, which again involves sort of a reincarnation of, it's a song about in case you don't really understand the words, which are a little bit vague maybe, some whaler who goes out and is hunting the whale, and somehow he gets entangled in his ropes and the whale pulls him down into the depths of the ocean, and the guy dies while being pulled down into the depths of the ocean by this whale. And then due to proximate reincarnation, I think there's something like that, his soul or whatever gets transferred into the, this is a pregnant whale, into the offspring of the whale that's going to be born. So he comes back as a whale. So the whaler is sort of suffers his suffering and comes back as maybe something better or something different. As the wind filled our sails, in the roll of the tide, we were bound for the open sea. There were no storms nor no gales could dissuade us on our journey. We were skilled in the lore of the beasts that we saw, and we were sure of reward for the whales to become. We beseech to our Lord, leave us kill as we are in the way. My harpoon pierced her eye, but she rolled to the lee, pulled the rope off the cleat onto my leg. I was dragged over the side, and she dived for the cold, dark deep. In my ears they were screaming in pain as she dove, and in my head crushed inside, and then my whole life was gone. But a spark passed into my next calf to be born in the waves. Now I move with these whales, and we sing with the tide as we swim through the open sea. There are no storms nor no gales could dissuade us on our journey. And I can hear when the humans have drawn near our course, and I know they can kill, but yet they draw me so close. It's just a memory inside me that draws me so close. In the waves, got caught in the waves there for a second, but eventually came back. This next song was written from a real experience of visiting a friend of mine and his wife, and a guy I used to play music with, and he was going through some rough times, drinking a lot, and it seemed like everything fell on his wife, and her name was Carol, and I thought, well, my friend, you know, he's under a cloud right now, but there's a silver lining to his life, and it really was having his wife that was sort of pulling him through this bad time he was having. So I wrote a song called "Carol, She's a Silver Lining," and as it turned out, that marriage didn't last, and the marriage I was in didn't last, and everybody went their separate ways. But about 15 years later or so, Carol and I met up, and a few years later we got married, and we're still married 25 years later. So the verses of this song, I was in a time period where I sort of tried to write stream of consciousness sort of things. I didn't want to think about just what the meaning of these words were. I just wanted them to sort of come out of the subconscious. So turned out they actually had some meaning. There's a reason that is walking close beside me. There's a thief that steals my time, brings me pain. The thief is doubt, I think, but love's a hand that binds me. Close the door between both our seed again. Carol, she's a silver lining, though she doesn't think so sometimes, 'cause she just doesn't feel anymore. Carol, she's a silver lining, though she doesn't think so sometimes, 'cause she just doesn't see anymore. No, she don't. There's a place I know that's deep within me, darling. It turns the wheel, it turns the ghost, it turns the rain, it turns the world. The wheel is love, the ghosts are spinning all around us. A rain of joy is here to have us near again. Carol, she's a silver lining, though she doesn't think so sometimes, 'cause she just doesn't feel anymore. Carol, she's a silver lining, though she doesn't think so sometimes, 'cause she just doesn't feel anymore. No, she don't. No, she don't. Thank you. Okay, and here's the, how are we doing on time, anyway? Plenty of time, okay. This is another relationship song. Wrote a few when I was going in and out of relationships. Always seemed like during a breakup, it was a good thing to write a song about, good time to write a song. So I wrote this song. I forget exactly the relationship it was, but it's called Don't Take It So Hard. Don't take it so hard. She really didn't care. Don't take it so hard. It wasn't going anywhere. She didn't love you like you loved her. She didn't dream about the things you dreamed about. Don't take it so hard. 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 So hard. Don't take it so hard. She really didn't care. Don't take it so hard. It wasn't going anywhere. She didn't love you like you loved her. She didn't dream about the things you dreamed about. Don't take it so hard. Don't take it so hard. Don't take it so hard. Don't take it so hard, so hard. Thank you. Another relationship song. We're getting over the relationship songs, so don't worry. But when I wasn't in a relationship, but thinking about what a good relationship would be, I started writing this song when I lived in Gainesville back in the 70s, right? 70s, late 70s. Lived in Gainesville, and a friend of mine who I played music with some there, Jane Yee, wrote the second verse. If ever I'm angry, remind me how it was before what we've been through. And I wasn't in love with you. If ever you're falling, let me fall with you down into some higher love. We will rise above. So here's to the life that we've been leading, and here's to the air that we've been breathing, and here's to here. If ever I'm frightened, remind me how it feels to be so free from fear. Is when you hold me near. If ever you're crying, lay your head on down upon my breast, my dear. I'll dry away your tears. So here's to the life that we've been leading, and here's to the air that we've been breathing, and here's to here. Thank you. Thank you. A song I started writing back in the 70s, and it sort of hung around and never had quite the right words, and just in the last couple of months, sort of the right words came around, and put it out on YouTube, which is where a lot of my been putting out things lately. There's other things, other places, but mostly doing YouTube videos during the lockdown. Living the life that she saw through the lights on the TV every night. She was so sure that nothing was right, but when her TV friends were there with her. But then one Tuesday evening, while she watched the ceiling, a voice from the television said, I know sometimes you wish you were dead, but instead you're a fine woman. You're gonna make it okay if you just get your head through the clouds. You're a fine woman. You're gonna make it if you learn to be proud. Days go by so slow. It's not hard to get lost in the crowd. But you're a fine woman, you're gonna make it. You're a fine looking girl, you're gonna make it if you try to do more than just get by. Living in cars, watching the stars in the paper every day. He would see what the horoscopes say, and then he'd wait for the future. But one Tuesday morning, without any warning, the paper said, we don't know how. But today there's no future around, but we found you're a fine man. You're gonna make it okay if you just get your head through the clouds. You're a fine man. You're gonna make it if you learn to be proud. Days go by so slowly. It's not hard to get lost in the crowd. But you're a fine man, you're gonna make it. You're a fine looking boy, you're gonna make it if you try. Do more than just get by. But we're fine people, we're gonna make it okay if we just get our heads through the clouds. We're fine people, we're gonna make it if we learn to be proud. Days go by so slowly. It's not hard to get lost in the crowd. But we're fine people, we're gonna make it. We're fine looking souls, we're gonna make it if we try to do more than just get by. Thank you. I've been sort of fooling around with this song for years. It's Neil Young's Don't Let It Bring You Down. And then a couple of months ago, we had the whole drama there at the Congress and stuff, and it seemed like there was some negativity around, so I worked a little on it and learned the words, which I hope I remember today. And but the last chorus is the important part. But anyway, so we'll try it out. Old man lying by the side of the road with the lorries rolling by. Full moon sinking with the weight of the load, and the buildings scrape the sky. Cold wind ripping down the alley at dawn, and the morning paper flies. Dead man lying by the side of the road with the daylight in his eyes. Don't let it bring you down. It's only castles burn. Just find someone who's turned, and you will come around. Blind man running through the light of the night with the answer in his hand. Says, come on down to the riverside, you can really understand. Bad men down in the gutter and the lake, and you think them rainbow. White cane lying in the gutter in the lane, and you're walking home alone. Don't let it bring you down. It's only castles burning. Just find someone who's turned, and you will come around. Don't let it bring you down. It's only castles burning. Just find someone who's turned, and you will come around. Thank you. Thank you. How are we doing? 15 minutes. Whoa. Yeah. Well, here's one. Sort of run out of originals that are appropriate, but do a few covers here. Classics. Yeah, sort of. This is a song that for a few years I've been doing music with a Buddhist group, Florida Community Mindfulness sometimes, and this is a song that I came across looking for Buddhist songs, and it turns out it's more of an ecumenical song. It's done by Christian groups and Buddhist groups, but it's one of these songs that nobody really knows where it came from. It's obviously recent, but it's by Anonymous, perhaps because somebody thought it would be sacrilegious to try and get royalties for it or whatever. Anyway, it's called We Are All the Leaves of One Tree, and it's a sort of a sing-along song, if you feel like singing along. It's got 3 basic verses. It says, we are all the leaves of one tree, we are all the waves of one sea, we are all the stars of one sky. And in each verse, the first 2 lines are exactly the same. We are all the leaves of one tree, we are all the leaves of one tree. Then it says, the time has come for all to live as one, and then it repeats that line. And then so it does 2 verses, leaves of one tree, waves of one sea, then it does a la-la verse, and it comes back to the last verse, then it does the stars of one sky. Then it does the la-la verse. Then the very last verse, it does, we are all the leaves of one tree, we're all the waves of one sea, we're all the stars of one sky. Got that? You got it? Were you taking notes? Okay, no, but you just whatever I sing the first line, just repeat that, the second line, and the last line, if you're up to it. No pressure here, you know. We are all the leaves of one tree. We are all the leaves of one tree. The time has come for all to live as one. We are all the leaves of one tree. We are all the waves of one sea. We are all the waves of one sea. The time has come for all to live as one. We are all the waves of one sea. We are all the stars of one sky. We are all the stars of one sky. The time has come for all to live as one. We are all the stars of one sky. La, 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 the time has come for all to live as one. We are all the stars of one sky. Thank you. Thank you. And, oh, yeah, a song I...
After this, would you take a request, please?
Sure.
This is Ann,
Yes.
who died 2 months ago. If you could just sing a song for her.
Okay.
Thank you.
It'll be a beautiful.
Got 2 more songs? 2? Okay. Well, I wasn't the only one writing stream of consciousness songs back in the 60s. So this is one by Procol Harum did it. No. Next one for Ann. It could be about Ann. It's a love song. And Ann was part of a great love. We tripped a light fandango. Turned cartwheels across the floor. I was feeling kinda seasick. The crowd called out for more. The room was floating higher as the ceiling flew away. We called out for another dream. The weight brought our train. And so it was Reid, as a miller told his tale, that their face was first just ghostly, turned a wider shade of pale. And she said there is no reason, and the truth is plain to see. But as I wandered through my playing cards, she would not let her be one of 16 best us were virgins who were leaving for the coast. And although my eyes were open, they might just as well been closed. And so it was rated as the miller told his tale, as her face was buzzed just ghostly, turned a wider shade of pale. Thank you. Thank you. I'm trying to think of the best song for Anne. Got a suggestion?
Swing low, sweet chariot.
Keep thinking of this song that's not really a love song, but it's a song for people that are still going on. And it's a Bob Marley song, one of his most well-known ones, which is Three Little Birds. And talks about three little birds that are outside his doorstep, saying, "Don't worry about a thing, because every little thing is going to be all right." You know, and I think of it as connected with what Jesus said about the lilies of the field and the birds of the air, that although they neither reap nor sow, Solomon in all his glory was not arrayed such as these. You know. It's all one big thing. All one big thing. Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Early in the morning, rise with the rising sun. Three little birds outside my doorstep, singing sweet songs, a melody pure and true, saying, "This is our message to you. Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright." Early in the morning, rise with the rising sun. Three little birds outside my doorstep, singing sweet songs, a melody pure and true. See, this is our message to you. Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. 'Cause every little thing is gonna be alright. 'Cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, one more. Okay, one more. And it's a love song. And I forgot. I learned this love song. And this could have been Ann. I'm sort of working on it, so it's a little rough, but sung by Jimi Hendrix. Well, she's walking through the clouds with a circus mind, dreaming out loud. Butterflies and zebras and moonbeams and fairy tales. All she ever thinks about is riding with the wind. And when I'm sad, she comes to me with 1,000 smiles, brings them to me free. It's alright, it's alright, it's alright, she says. Take anything you want from me, anything, anything at all. Well, she's walking through the clouds with a circus mind, dreaming out loud. Butterflies and zebras and moonbeams and fairy tales. All she ever dreams about is riding with the wind. Thank you. Thank you so much for being here today. Wonderful, wonderful time. Wonderful wedding. Thank you so much for Sweetwater Farm. We'll see you later.